What if I told you that one of the most sophisticated business empires in Africa isn't run by a Harvard MBA, but by a man in a clerical collar? Bishop David Oyedepo. You know him as a spiritual leader. But if you look past the pulpit, what you find is a masterclass in corporate governance, extreme financial discipline, and highly scalable systems. Today, we are stripping away the theology to look at the methodology, not to criticize faith, but to understand how belief was translated into infrastructure. We are breaking down the assets, the systems, and the strict business rules that built the winner's empire. If you want to know how to build lasting wealth that survives generations without drowning in debt, you need to study this blueprint. At Strategy Syndicate, we don't study personalities. We study institutions. And when institutions last for decades, there is always a structure behind the belief. Let's dive in. To understand the model, you have to understand the scale. This isn't just a church. It is a conglomerate centralized under a corporate body, often referred to as the World Mission Agency. Think of the winner's ecosystem not as separate businesses, but as one integrated operating system. Education comes first. 2 top-tier universities, Covenant and Landmark, charging premium tuition. Aviation follows. Dominion Air Limited, managing a fleet of private aircraft. Real estate is the backbone. Canaanland is essentially a privately run city of 5,000 acres with its own housing estates. Then comes manufacturing and internal supply. A massive publishing house to water processing plants and bakeries. SBS and Canaan cuisine supplying provisions and food. Every major recurring need inside the ecosystem, water, food, housing, transport, and media, is either owned, produced, or tightly managed internally. But how do they manage all of this? If you walk into a winner's chapel in London, Lagos, or New York, the structure of the service, the reporting lines, and the operational discipline are nearly identical. Why? The winner's constitution. Bishop Oyedepo didn't build a personality cult. He built a corporate machine. Everything is documented. They have standardized operating procedures, SOPs, for everything. Authority is structure. What looks like obedience spiritually functions operationally as standard operating procedure. The takeaway for you: you cannot build lasting wealth on chaos. Many entrepreneurs keep their business processes in their heads. If you want to scale, you must document your processes. If you got hit by a bus tomorrow, would your business keep running perfectly? If the answer is no, you don't own a business, you own a job. Systematize, or how institution outlive individual. This is perhaps the most brilliant business move in the entire organization. It's called vertical integration, but I call it the Canaanland Model. Canaanland is a city. It needs food. It needs drinks. It needs fuel. It needs security. And it needs construction. Instead of outsourcing these needs and paying external vendors, the ministry created its own bakery, its own restaurant, its own water plant, its own petrol station, and its own construction teams. They created a circular economy. The money generated within the system stays within the system. Every arm of the business supports the other. This is not religious thinking, it's economic containment. The takeaway for you: stop leaking cash. Look at your business expenses. What are you constantly paying outsiders for that? You could bring in-house and turn into a profit center. If you run a gym, why are you letting a vending machine company profit off your members? Start your own supplement line. Keep the cash inside your ecosystem. This is controversial in modern business, but it is the bedrock of Oyedepo's longevity. The ministry famously operates on a strict zero-debt policy. They do not take bank loans for their massive projects. When they built the 50,000-seat Faith Tabernacle in the late 90s, or the current 109,000-seat ARC project, it is funded by internal cash flow. While the rest of the world is leveraged to the hilt, Worried about interest rates rising, Oyedepo sleeps fine. This approach means growth might be slower initially, but it is bulletproof against economic crashes. The takeaway for you: modern hustle culture glorifies raising venture capital and taking massive loans. The Oyedepo model teaches us the power of bootstrapping. Reinvest your profits. If you can't afford to expand yet, don't. It forces financial discipline that debt-fueled businesses never learn. Let's talk about speed. In 1998, Oyedepo wanted to build a 50,000-seat auditorium. Major construction firms like Julius Berger reportedly said it would take 3 years. Oyedepo rejected their timeline. He said it would be done in 12 months. How? He cut out the middleman. He used direct labor. He utilized the architects, engineers, and surveyors within his own organization. They worked around the clock, cut costs by an estimated 60%, and finished in exactly 1 year. The takeaway for you: don't accept industry standards as fact. Industry standards protect vendors, not owners. Contractors and middlemen will always pad timelines and budgets. By taking direct ownership of your major projects and utilizing internal talent, you gain control over both speed and cost. When you combine these elements, documented systems, a self-sustaining ecosystem, zero debt discipline, and aggressive project ownership, what you get is unparalleled resilience. Bishop Oyedepo preaches faith, but he practices rigorous management. To copy this model for wealth generation, you don't need to start a church, but you do need to stop treating your finances casually. You need to build systems that outlive you. You need to stop renting your future from the bank. It's not magic, it's methodology. If you want deeper dives of how belief becomes infrastructure and how institutions outlived individuals, subscribe